What's up, Tech Gang? Stefan here from TechRight. Today I'm going to be doing the full review of the Samsung Galaxy A20. Stay tuned. Now, if you're looking for an amazing camera on a budget smartphone, don't buy the Samsung Galaxy A20. Buy the Google Pixel 3a. But if you don't really care about the most amazing quality on a budget smartphone, then I can definitely recommend this phone. Starting off with the overall design of this phone, this is pretty hefty at nearly 6 ounces. Now, this isn't me complaining because I does like me a thick phone, but it's definitely something I thought I'd mention. We also have this polycarbonate back that kind of gives off the impression that this is a much more expensive device, but as soon as you pick it up, you can definitely tell it's plastic. Now, does this mean it feels cheap? Definitely not. This is actually one of the better feeling budget phones I've seen at the $200 price point. We also have dual 13+5 megapixel lenses as well as a fingerprint sensor on the back, which may be a little bit harder to reach if you do have baby hands. Now, going to the front of the phone, we have our teardrop notch every company seems to be using in 2019. And on our notch, we have our front-facing 8 megapixel camera and our call speaker tucked away at the very top, which I think actually looks very nice, and I didn't even notice at first. Now, as for our screen, I believe this is the highlight of the phone. We have a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1560 by 720, and at the bottom of the screen, we have a slightly thick chin. We also have a slim top, and the side bezels definitely make up for that thick chin. The viewing experience is definitely a pleasant one with some excellent viewing angles and a saturation Samsung can only pull off on a budget phone. This screen is also insanely bright and can be easily used outdoors. I would say even on like 75, 80, 85%, you guys can definitely use this in direct sunlight. It's going to look really good. Left side of the phone, we have our dual nano SIM tray that supports SD cards up to 512 gigabytes. Right side, we have our power button, and just above that, we have our volume up and down rocker, but most importantly, no dedicated Bixby button. Thanks for sparing us budget users on that one, Samsung. Appreciate that. Bottom of the phone, we have our 3.5mm head jack, our USB Type-C port that supports fast charging, noise cancelling mic, and our speaker. The speaker is very loud and crisp, definitely one of the best speakers on a sub $200 phone. We also have a Dolby Atmos app built into the phone, and when turned on, sounds very, very good. I've watched some movies on this phone, and I have to say it is super captivating if you have some decent earbuds. Now, under the hood of the A20, we have the Exynos 7885 chipset with a Mali G71 MP2 GPU and 3GB of RAM. As for basic tasks and navigating through this phone, you should have a fairly quick experience, but it's honestly pretty much an average budget phone in this aspect. You can definitely see the difference from this and a flagship or mid-range when it slows down during multitasking or having many apps open in the background. When playing games such as Call of Duty Mobile, which just currently came out, super awesome game by the way, any Call of Duty players want to play that, definitely go check it out. It runs very smooth even at the highest settings, so this means that most games, especially the low graphic intense games, should run smooth as butter. The Galaxy A20 is also currently running Android 9.0 Pie, which is skinned with One UI, which has definitely made me more comfortable with using the Samsung ecosystem. As most of you guys know, I'm more used to stock Android devices such as the Google Pixel 3a or iOS. Yes, forgive me, I do like iOS. I have the iPhone 11. Please forgive me. Now, as for security, we have a fingerprint sensor and face unlock, which are both pretty snappy. I would definitely not use face unlock if you have a girlfriend trying to get into your phone, because all she needs is a picture of you to unlock it. Yeah, definitely not the most protective option. As for charging, you should have a fully charged phone from 0 to 100 in about 2 hours or less, which is faster than many other budget phones with a similar capacity. And as for how long they last, we're looking at all-day battery life right here, maybe even 2 days with lighter usage. So yeah, battery and the screen are definitely some highlights of this phone. So obviously, as we said before, we have a dual 13+5 megapixel camera on the back of the device. The 13 megapixel is going to be an f1.9 aperture, and that's going to have a wide angle as well as autofocus. And for a 5 megapixel camera, that is going to be an f2.2 aperture, and that is going to be where we get our ultra wide angle from. Now, as far as taking a normal picture in decent lighting, the photos are really good. The photos have good saturation, they have good color, but the only thing about this camera that I hate is once we get into low light, you get washed out photos. So super washed out photos on the front facing camera, the rear facing camera, It just does not look good at all. So if you guys care about taking pictures, you know, at night, maybe you're at the club or something, you guys aren't going to have the best pictures. Obviously, as I said before, the camera beast is going to be the Pixel 3a because that's going to have night shot and all that good stuff on there. This is definitely not the camera to use in low light. Now, I do not mean to be nitpicky about the Galaxy A20, but the other thing that I noticed is this does not have good stabilization whatsoever. If you guys are going to be using this for YouTube videos or maybe, you know, some other videos, maybe you're filming your family or something like that, you guys may want to use a tripod because the stabilization on this is not good whatsoever. If you guys don't care about stabilization and you just want to, you know, use it for whatever, then it's going to be fine. But if you guys are really trying to get a good shot, I would definitely use some sort of stabilization such as a tripod or maybe even a selfie stick. But yeah, other than the camera, just those few gripes that I had, this is a really, really good option. Now, if you're at Metro by T-Mobile, this is pretty much the best option you have there as far as budget phones go. Obviously, you can take an unlocked device to Metro by T-Mobile if you guys did not know that already. That is a GSM carrier. But if you want a Metro by T-Mobile phone straight from Metro by T-Mobile, the Galaxy A20 is the best budget phone there. That's me saying that 100%. Better than the LG Stylo 5, better than the Coolpad Legacy, better than the A10. Obviously, the A20's little brother. Just a better phone overall. So yeah, my final verdict on the Galaxy A20, is this a cop or not? This is definitely a cop, especially for the price tag of only $160. If you guys do want to pick this up, I will put a link in the description and the first comment down below so you guys can go ahead and pick that up. It will be an affiliate link and that is going to actually help out the channel. So I would really appreciate if you use that link. But yeah, the A20 is a really decent budget handset overall. And if you guys are looking for something under the $200 range, I would definitely recommend this. Also, good job, Samsung. I hope you make more phones like this. I know they have the A50, the A70, the A90, and the A10s out. If you guys want me to review those, definitely put it in the comments down below so I know how you guys feel. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like down below as well as subscribing if you're not part of the Tech Gang already. Also, hit the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Safal from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.